safe to say writing is not going well. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Genevieve Scholl, but I write under the pen name Evelyn Campbell, but to make things easy, you guys can call me Eve. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The fact that I have not uploaded a video in 2 months. This was not a planned break. I did not mean to not post a video in 2 months. I didn't mean to not post a video in 1 month. But the simple fact is I was not writing and life was just insane. So I just did not have much content to record. However, I was thinking about it this morning because I am still having a little bit of writer's block. A lot of people say writer's block does not exist, but I don't agree and I am suffering from it. So because I'm still having a little bit of writer's block, I was thinking about the fact that I haven't posted a video in 2 months and kind of realized, why did I not post a video? Just because I'm not writing doesn't mean I don't have content. Having trouble writing is part of being a writer. So I should have just been recording that this whole time and showing you guys how I was trying to get through it and things, but I just didn't, and I apologize. But I'm going to now. So if you're, experiencing some writer's block or are going through, the same issue where you just don't have the inspiration to write, and when you do sit down to write, nothing comes to you, then welcome to my misery. I am going to attempt to write today. I had a schedule, today's Thursday, and I had a schedule for this week where I was going to do something writing wise every single day. I didn't do anything Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So that's how my week's going. But I'm going to try today. I'm going to try to just relax and write and not worry too much about it. And hopefully recording for you guys is motivation, because I really need some kind of motivation at this point. There is not much to update you guys on about the last 2 months, obviously. I'm going to be working on episode 7 of my Vela story, which is basically where I was the last time I recorded. The last video you saw was me announcing my NaNoWriMo project, and then nothing came of it after that because I did not continue NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo, Camp Nano, all of that stuff is just not for me, and I'm just giving up the ghost. I cannot write on a strict expectation of others, I guess is what I want to say. I said in my video I was going to just be laid back and doing my own thing, not too worrying too much. I didn't have a high word count, but yet every day I would sit down at the computer, try to write, and every day I just did not want to do it. And I just think it was too much pressure, and the fact that I was doing it for Camp Nano. So these programs are just not for me. Obviously, for some people they might be, but they're just not for me. So I will no longer be doing any of the Camp Nanos or NaNoWriMo in November. Everybody who can do it and is successful at it, have at it. Great for you. I am very, very proud of you. And I will be still watching NaNoWriMo vlogs, but I will not be participating. So that being said, I am all set up at my writing desk, which you'll notice is in a different part of the room now because my big desk is by the window. So the writing desk is now by the wall where the big desk used to be, and then my door is behind me. I love this change. It not only makes my room look bigger, like even in this camera shot, my room looks bigger and it's not even zoomed out. So, it definitely makes my room look bigger. You're seeing lots of natural light coming in, so I'm very happy about that. The only thing I don't like is now my writing desk is in a position where I can see the TV. So I have to try not to turn on TV, because usually I write to TV noise because I can't write to music, but I get distracted very easily now. So I think I'm just going to put on some ambiance of some kind on YouTube, on the TV, but on YouTube, it's just ambiance, not something I have to pay attention to, and get to work. First, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's later than I usually like to sit down to the computer. I had all these intentions to record my morning writing routine video for you guys, because I have changed when I write, because 2 reasons actually. One, it's summer, so it gets very hot in this room. Right now today is good because it's rainy and gloomy, but it gets very hot in this room in the summer. And so the earlier I can write, the better, because otherwise I have to write elsewhere and then I'm not at my writing desk. So that was the main reason for changing my schedule. But also I've noticed that if I work all day on other stuff and then try to write, I just don't have any desire to do it. So I'm hoping writing first will be beneficial. Hasn't been so far, but I've only been doing it for about 2 weeks. Anyway, I had, like I was saying, I had every intention of recording a morning writing routine video, and I've been trying to get up every day this week to do it, and I just have been having trouble getting out of bed, which I explain more on my lifestyle channel, which is linked down below. But also, I just haven't... I was planning on making it like an aesthetic, pretty, easy transition video, and honestly, I just don't have the energy for that. So if you guys want to see my morning writing routine without it being too like crazy cinematic and it's just me going about my writing, let me know. I would gladly do that. I just had to figure out how to get out of bed, because I've been setting my alarm for 6:30 and I just don't get out of bed until like 8. So, and I'm supposed to be starting writing at 8. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to get writing. I'm going to start working on episode 7 of my Vela story. Hopefully get that rough drafted. And then if I still have time before my office hours, which I should, because my office hours don't start till 3, I am outlining a new series. So if you're not over my lifestyle channel or on my Instagram, you would not know that I recently went on my very first cruise. I loved it. I had a great time. I want to go back, but it also inspired me to write a series of books about cruises. I'm not going to give away too much, but basically it's going to be one cruise ship that is known for making love connections. And it's going to be an adult series, so it will be under my own name. And then also today, I'm kind of going full steam ahead here to kind of catch up. But also today, I kind of want to outline a YA novel, because as you know, I kind of put my other YA novel I was currently working on aside, and I want to try to outline another one to get started working on that. So that is the plan. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck, and thank you for sticking around. I know I lost a couple of subscribers because I did not post in 2 months, which is totally fine, totally understandable. But for those of you who stuck around, thank you so much. And I really, really, really plan to try to get better at this, posting 1 video a week. I hope you enjoy this vlog. Hope I get some writing done. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more writing vlogs from me in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is a very laid back channel, and I'm not gonna continue boring you guys with my voice, so let's get to writing. I wrote 805 words. Where the hell did that come from? I should have been vlogging all this time. Maybe you guys are motivating me. I cannot believe I wrote 805 words and finished episode 7 of my Vela. Like, what? And not that long of a time either. Longer than it should have taken, but I'm flabbergasted. I've been in this block for so freaking long, and now all of a sudden I write 805 words out of nowhere. But I'm excited and I'm very happy. I sent that off to my alpha reader so she can let me know any small changes before I post it. I really do, as much as Vela is not financially beneficial and has changed recently, I still really do like the concept of being able to write an episode and post it, and instead of having to wait for the whole story to be done, because it kind of gives me motivation to continue and to, because like I know there's people who follow the story, so I know there's people waiting for episodes, which they're probably very angry at me right now, but so that kind of gives me motivation to continue rather than to just scrap it like I've been doing with most of my full-length novels. I need to stop doing that. So yeah, that's done. It is 11:42. I don't think I'm going to start anything just yet because I think I'm just going to go make lunch. And then after lunch, it's time to... Oh, this tripod is so crooked. After lunch, it's time to start outlining. So I will take you guys along for that as well. I think I'm going to make this a weekly 5-ish days vlog because it took me such a long time to get back into this that there's not much content yet. So I think I'm going to continue taking you guys along on the next 5 or so days. I'm not going to be able to write Sunday because it's Father's Day and we're going to bingo. But other than that, I'm going to try to write every day or try to do something writing related every day. Whether that's writing, outlining, I'm starting a nonfiction. I already kind of have part of it started. I just need to expand on it, which I'll explain to you guys in another video. I'm working on merch. I'm brainstorming a low content item. There's so much stuff I am doing, or that I at least plan to do for my writing. So I have lots of stuff to work on. So I think I'll take you guys along for the next 5 or so days before this is posted. And I hope you enjoy it. I just wasted 3 hours. This is one of the problems I have is I start really wanting to write. And maybe I do, maybe I don't. But then I take a break or I walk away from it for some reason and then I don't want to come back to it. And it's like, all I want to do is sit and watch TV. I don't want to, it's not even just writing, like it's everything in my life. I just don't want to do it. I just want to sit and watch TV. And I don't know if it's burnout or depression or which, I mean, I've suffered from both. So it could be, but I just don't, I don't know. I think I just don't have the motivation I need. And unfortunately, like most people in this world right now, I can't exactly just do it on my own time or, you know, there's other things that are my responsibility and I can't afford to not do those other things. And financially I'm struggling, so my bills are struggling. So it's just like all this stuff piling up in my head, I think is the problem. But there's not much that can be done about that right now. So I'm just going to do things as I can do them. I'm still going to have my scheduled writing time in the morning just because of the heat and everything. But I'm not going to, like, force myself to work within those hours. So I think what I'm going to do, because before I was saying, well, I got to get up at 6:30, shower, have breakfast at 7, and then at 8 get started writing. I think what I'm going to do from now on is just that writing is the first thing I do for the day. So like on Mondays and Wednesdays, my office hours start at 10. So I have to write before 10. So as long as I keep that in my mind, I think that'll be better than saying I have to be sitting at the computer at 8. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays are a little bit more leeway because my office hours don't start till 3. Now there's other things that are my responsibility, like my personal assistant work and all this other stuff. But if I can work that in around writing rather than saying I have to write from 8 to 10 and then start working on the personal assistant stuff, then I think that would be better. And then I'm not going to write on Fridays because my office hours are first thing in the morning. And most Fridays I am cleaning for a family member, going to get groceries. You know, there's other stuff happening on Fridays. And then one day on the weekend, I will just write when I can write, you know, depending on weather, what else I'm doing, etc. And then the other day, obviously, I keep free because, like I said before, it's the day I usually do something with my best friend. So I think I'm going to just try to be a little bit more lenient with myself from now on when it comes to when I write, what I write, etc. And maybe I'm just being too harsh on myself. So maybe I need to be a little softer on myself, a little bit more kind to myself, which we should always strive to do. And maybe that'll help. But it's like 2:30 in the afternoon now. Hi. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon now, and I haven't done any outlining. So I am going to get out my outlining notebook, which is this blue one right here, and get started. And I'm just gonna, it's gonna be like a lenient, not lenient, but like a base outline. Like I'm not gonna go crazy. So I'm gonna outline the whole series of the cruise books. Honestly, it's just what I have in mind. It's not necessarily the whole series, but just what I have in mind. And I'm not gonna like plot necessarily. I'm going to outline, and it's going to be very, very base outline, just about what I want to happen, what the purpose of that story is, how it fits into the series, stuff like that. And then I decide which book is going to be the first book, and then I think I will sort of plot out that book. And I think I'm going to do it in a slightly different way than most plotters do. Andrea Severson, I'll link her channel down below. She outlines kind of like, okay, it's hard to explain. So what she does is she takes each, I don't remember if it's chapter, scene, I think it's each scene, possibly. But anyway, she does like a really quick 50 to 75, sometimes 100, I think, word outline of each scene. I'm pretty sure it's each scene. And kind of in the general order she wants things. And then she expands on those very simple details that she wrote down as she's drafting. And I think I want to take some inspiration from that and do something similar, because I don't want to plot completely. Because as I've said before in the past, plotting for me is difficult, because if I don't follow the plot or the plan that I made out for myself when I'm drafting, I get frustrated that it's not going in that direction, and then I quit. So I don't think I'm going to necessarily say this is what has to happen in those scenes. I'm thinking I'm going to do like what might happen, like a possibilities kind of thing, like a battle plan in a way. I think I'm going to outline it in Notion, maybe. I want to do Notion, but I already have 2 Notions to keep track of. I don't know if I can do this in the way I want to do it in Scrivener, but I'll check. I kind of want to outline it in a like crime scene board way, even though it's not a crime series. So if you ever watch like Castle or anything, they have the crime board where they have all the details of the crime and the victim, etc. And then they try to connect the dots. And I think that's how I want to do it, so that I don't necessarily need to know start to finish, but I have, ABC. So, and then I connect the dots between those. I think that's how I want to do it, but I'm not sure if I can actually execute this way. I used to do it in PowerPoint. I may do it in PowerPoint. Yeah, I might do it in PowerPoint. But we'll see. I think that's what I'm going to work on until my office hours. Office hours start at 3, so I think I'm going to just work on it within office hour time. So I will probably just do that as the night goes on, and I will let you guys know an update in the morning. Well, I guess it comes as no surprise that I did not do any outlining last night. It just wasn't, I don't know. I just could not find the desire. I barely even wanted to do my work. I forced myself through it, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me lately, but I have to go to my grandmother's today, Friday, so I'm going to come home and hopefully do the outlining. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, but safe to say writing is not going well. I had a lovely outdoor writing session the other day, during which I finished episode 8 of my Vela story, and now I hate every word of it. So, it's safe to say I'm going to have to start it again because this will be the second restart. I don't know. I was going to edit it and send it off to my alpha reader, and I just did not like it in the slightest. So that's going to have to be redone, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to step away from novella, and I'm going to write the first chapter of the first cruise book because I have that quite clear in my head, so I want to get that down before, you know, I forget it, or, you know, the doubt starts creeping in, and I think it's not any good. So that's what I'm going to work on today. And then I have to edit this vlog and get it up for you guys because it's actually Wednesday today. But I think I'm going to, with this channel, I think I'm going to start uploading at night. So let me know in the comments whether you would like 4, 6, or 8 p.m. for these to go up, because I'm finding it difficult to do noon like I do on my other channel with these ones. So I'm going to make them a little bit of a later upload, I think. So let me know 4, 6, or 8 p.m. Eastern, which one you would prefer. It's 9 a.m. because, once again, I didn't get out of bed till 7:30 and then procrastinated until 9. So we're going to just take an hour to write, get that first chapter down and out of my head, and then that'll be it for today. But that's okay because at least we get some writing in. That's what my mentality is going to be now. You're going to be in the shot, you might as well be in the shot. That's what my mentality is now, that I'm just going to write every day. I'm still going to do it in the morning, but if I'm not right at the computer at 8 a.m., not a huge deal as long as I write sometime before office hours. I think I figured out that at least part of my block is that writing doesn't make me any money, and so I feel guilty for taking the time to do it because of the fact it doesn't make me any money, and I really need to get out of that mentality because I shouldn't be doing it to make money. I need to just get that out of my head, though, and allow myself the time to write no matter if it makes me money or not. And also, I've just been feeling like time just goes so fast. Like, I feel like I get up at 6:30, I blink, and it's time to go to bed at 10. Like, I don't know how people get so much stuff. I don't know how I used to get so much stuff done in a day, but it's not a thing anymore, that's for sure. So, yeah, I'm just gonna continue on this writing journey. Hopefully, now that I'm recording vlogs again, that'll keep me accountable and motivated, and that'll give me some, you know, actual desire and intention to write. So thanks for sticking around with me. It's really, really helping, and let me know if you have any advice down in the comments on how to kind of get past these blocks, and if you've ever experienced something similar, or if you're currently experiencing a block, let me know that in the comments as well, because this is definitely a community, and I would love for, you know, everybody to give support to everybody else. So please let us know in the comments how your writing is going or not going, and what you've been working on. And I'm going to get my writing in before it gets any later, and I'll check with you guys when I'm done, let you know my progress, and that'll be the end of this vlog. 1,361 words. Holy crap! I guess I really did have that first chapter in my head. It's very rough. Obviously, it's going to need work, but I'm just, wow. Well, that was a lovely writing session and a great way to end this vlog, I guess. I just don't have the words. I just don't. 1,300 words in less than an hour? I don't normally write even half of that in an hour. That's insane. I gotta say, after quite a long time not writing, that feels really good. Oh. So before I burst into tears over that, thank you again so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm going to post one once a week. I definitely will be, but again, I'm going to probably do it later in the day on Wednesdays. So let me know down below the best time you would like that up. And let me know if there's anything specific you guys want me to do a video on when it comes to my writing. I would love your suggestions. I'm not going to do like any how-to videos or anything like that. But if it's something I can show you on a vlog, I would be more than happy to do so. So let me know down below. And I really feel like I'm starting over as an author, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But I feel like maybe that's part of the reason I'm also having some struggles, because I am sort of starting over. And also, so there's a meme that goes around on Facebook every now and then in the author community about how the more you write, the harder it becomes because you get so good at it that your expectations are higher. And it's so incredibly true. And I think that's also part of my problem, is that I took so much time off writing because I was having so much trouble that now anything I write that is not up to the standards of the stuff I've published in the past, to me feels like it's trash, which it's not. I mean, it's not, honestly, but that's how my brain sees it, is that it's trash because it doesn't live up to these books over here. So that's also something I'm struggling with. But you know, I just wanted to hop on and make this video and just show you guys it's okay that if sometimes your writing is hard, because writing is hard. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, it wouldn't be worth the effort. So it's supposed to be hard, and that's okay. And it's okay if you have even harder times, you know, times when you feel like you would have to give up, times when you feel like maybe you've lost your spark. Believe me, I've gone through it all, and it's totally okay. And it's okay to give up. If you absolutely cannot write anymore and you feel like it is not bringing you joy and it's just making you be stressed and have anxiety and anything else like that, it is okay to say, my writing career is over. If it's something you can move on from and you can physically not write, do it. It's perfectly fine. Nothing bad is going to come out of it. The only time I would say to not do that is if it's something you cannot do. If you are somebody who has to write and you physically cannot stop, whether you stop publishing or not, if you physically cannot stop writing because it's so ingrained as being part of you, then okay, go ahead and write. But I wouldn't put so much expectation on it. I would say write for you, and then, you know, there's people out there that can help you turn the story into something for other people. Editors, beta readers, alpha readers, you know, developmental edit. There's so many people out there, and you can find them in so many different platforms and everything. Author coaches. If you're having that big of an issue with your writing, or like marketing your writing or whatever, seek out an author coach. They can help. So yeah, my biggest piece of advice is write for you, and the benefits will come later. And again, if you feel like it's time to stop, then stop. Only you can say when it's time to stop. I thought it was time to stop for me. But every day I felt like part of me was missing because I was not writing. And that tells you right there it was not time for me to stop. And so I'm returning to it, and I'm shifting gears and finding my way. And that's all I can do at the moment. I'm a writer. At heart, I'm a writer, and I need to find a way to continue to do it. Whether that's publishing, whether that's, you know, sticking with Vela so I only have to publish a little bit at a time, whatever it is that gets me back to that joy of writing that I used to have, then that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take you guys along because, believe it or not, this is extremely motivating to sit here and record yourself doing anything like writing, work, cleaning. It's all extremely motivating to record yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you'll stick around for more. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. If you'd like to stick around and see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell so you'll know when I post a video. But again, right now it's every Wednesday. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.